Alright, let's get right into this. You're here with me for another episode of Chimera Vision, and we're here to discuss Tom Clancy, The Division. Now, without being too biased, I just want to say that I am extremely excited for this game. This game looks like it's going to supersede everything that Destiny couldn't have done. For one, I like how it's going to be a persistent open world. You know what I'm saying? Not just like a little, just have a little hub where you can get together and meet people, but the entire world itself, you can constantly meet people out in the world that are doing missions or traveling around looking for loot and scavenging and whatnot. I mean, this game looks absolutely amazing on so many different levels. So I don't even know where to start. You know, do you want to start with the customization? Because I've heard about how you'll be able to get basically not like talent trees or anything like that. You'll be able to have skills, and you can become a medic. You can become a technician, support. You can become a damage dealer that focuses on being a very assault like component on the battlefield and whatnot. And Ubi has previously stated that there will be there'll be nothing to bind you to these classes. So at any point in time, when you want to start working on another set of skills, you can, and at any point in time, you can change your skills to in order to fit whatever role that you want to play in or as. So you're not really bounded by what you start off as. You can endlessly go whatever route you want to. So I've heard stories about how there's not going to be any currency in this game. If you want items in this game, there will be a black market in which you will have to trade items in order to gain items of an equal equivalency or whatever. So basically, if you want water and food, you may have to trade grenades, weapon parts, or other various items that people want. So and that's pretty cool in itself, that they've taken out currency as a whole and just kind of left it. They've actually kind of built I don't want to say post-apocalyptic, but definitely a world where you have to thrive on the essentials. Now, of course, everybody's like, okay, well, how does food and water affect you? They said that if you don't drink water or you don't eat, your stats will be considerably lower. It will affect your mobility on the battlefield, so you'll be moving much slower. You'll be doing less damage. I mean, it will affect you in just about every imaginable way possible. So keep your character fed and keep them hydrated. Map sizes. Wow. From what I've seen with the maps, they're ridiculous. The dark zones themselves can house up to and over 100 players at a time. Just the dark zones. We're not even talking about the map as a whole. So, you know what I'm saying? There can be 100 players inside of the dark zone. I don't know what else to say. I mean, obviously, this is the scale. I mean, obviously, they're going to have different servers to throw people into and whatnot, so it doesn't get too overcrowded and stuff like that. But at the same time, they're still going to want you to feel that whole MMO type of the definitely the mass multiplayer factor in it is going to be a big thing. Now let's get into my favorite part of any game. Everybody knows that I love PvP. I absolutely adore PvP. That is my favorite aspect of any type of MMO, computer, PC game, or whatever. Even on console, PvP multiplayer is the highlight of why it is I play games. So I am very thrilled to see what they've done um, with the dark zones. So apparently the dark zones, um, you can basically attack anybody outside of your own faction, and there are, according to what I've heard, there will be multiple factions. I mean, there's like 5 or 6 different factions in the game. So, and within them, you can have clans within those. Okay, anybody who's not in your faction, they're fair game. You can kill them. You can kill them, and on top of being able to kill them, any items that they've looted inside of the dark zone, which I want to just put out a quick APB on this, that items that you find in the dark zones are going to be considerably better than that of what you can find in like regular PvE missions that are outside of it. Apparently these items are going to be significantly better than that of the ones outside of it. Okay. Anyways, if you are killed by an enemy player and he loots your corpse, he can take any items that you have acquired in that particular session of you being in a dark zone. Okay, if you make it out of the dark zone, or you are able to call an extraction to get out of the dark zone, and you have all those weapons on you still, or items that you found, they are no longer lootable by the enemy players. They are yours. You keep them. That is it. But if you, for some reason, get killed while you're trying to make it out of the dark zone, the enemy players can and will take your items. And just the items that you have found in the dark zone. Nothing else. Not anything else that was on your character. So that's awesome, because I mean, there's going to be raging, but at the same time, it will be contained. It will be contained in a factor where, you know, it's part of the game. You're gonna have to suck it up. At least it's not like on an extreme level like DayZ, where if you get killed, you know, people can pretty much loot everything you have, you know. So they're not going to grief you that hard, and you know, at the same time, you know, that you're just, oh man, that's just, to me, sounds like so much fun, because I would spend majority of my time inside of dark zones, just because of that play value and whatnot. You know, I definitely want to have better weapons, but just the feel of taking out other people who could possibly mean you and your faction harm. You know, because you know, if you're not gonna do it, you know they will. They'll kill your faction off like it was nothing. You know, so might as well strike first and strike hard. So, you know, I'm really psyched about this game coming out. I wanna see more. I wanna know more. The pre-order is out. Okay, you can go to the Ubisoft website on and download Uplay, and you can register with Uplay, and you will see that it is on pre-order for both. Well, actually for all the PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So it is on pre-order for all three. So get your copy. I do believe they're going for $59.99 after taxes. It comes out to roughly $63 and some change. So you're not going to want to miss out on a game like this. You're definitely going to want to pick this up. Definitely get a chance and get into the game early on, so that way you can kind of have an edge on everybody else that will be coming in the game later. I'm not going to say that it will make that much more of a difference, but I can tell you that your experience on the field of knowing, especially with levels and maps as big as this, I mean, it looks like they're almost using like the entire city of New York City, and that is pretty freaking huge. So, you know, having familiarization with the game is going to be an edge that won't be able to be easily compensated for. But like I said, pre-order this game. Hopefully you'll see Chimera Skies playing this game and putting out videos for it soon, and trust me, we will. If I don't put out videos for it, Cosero, one of our Chimera Skies members, will put out videos. He will. Trust me, Cosero is definitely heads over heels for this game. So he's going to be recording everything. So stay tuned, and thank you for joining me in my little rants about games that I think that are relevant to what people may or may not like. And hopefully you'll see us again. Thank you.